Flagship Podcast is a weekly celebration of the multifaceted D20 that is the modern nerd.
When we're not devising horrors that combine VR and spiders or taste testing weird food, we're discussing the latest geek happenings, digging into our deepest nerd niches,
or interviewing a celebrity or two.
Head to nerdyshow.com or find us on iTunes and experience a multiverse of awesomeness.
This episode is brought to you by the Nerdy Show Podcast Network, geeky programming for all nerds across the multiverse. All Nerdy Show programming is brought to you by the collective support of listeners like you. To learn how you can support this and other fine geek programming, visit nerdyshow.com. All right, guys, you finished a big battle, made a bunch of choices, made some new acquaintances.
It was huge to me.
Call us Pecos Bill because we took down that tornado.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I like that. This is cool. And you guys all had around 50-something momentum. Everybody. I think Katie had 49, right?
Yep.
Von Van de Ven was sitting at 49 momentum. Collectively, you all made the decision to take another step down paths in between games. I kind of want to go around to the table and find out what you guys did and why. All right, so we'll just start right to my left. Max, what did Kelton do?
Kelton is picking up step 1 into Scoundrel because it fits his character. It gives him more attack and a better attack.
So what abilities does it give you?
First, it's going to give me Clothesline. If I crit on an attack, gives me the upper hand and that target gets knocked down. Then I'm going to get Deceptive Strike, which is either a ranged or a melee. I'm going to use a melee because it adds my composure and my strength. So damage there is always good.
What do you have in Composure?
In Composure, I have 1.
Okay, well, I mean...
So at least +1.
Yeah.
You know.
It's not worthless.
He's not the most charismatic person.
Or composed.
Or composed. Or intelligent.
Or honest.
Honest.
Forthright.
Yeah, but his endurance
Virtuous.
is off the charts.
Yeah, he's
Just good in general.
Yeah.
he just keeps swimming.
He can carry things. For my scene attack, I picked Blade Flurry. That's kind of why I picked Scoundrel, because that lets me attack anyone around me adjacent, and it gives me my weapon on each. Oh, I deal sneak attack damage to any enemies hit with the attack if I have the upper hand against them.
What about Nesbit? What did you pick up?
Nesbit was also considering going step 1 on Scoundrel. Instead, I went step 1 Decay, the feature of Death's Door. When I score a critical hit, which bear in mind with the double strike, I have pretty much a 20% chance of critting on a regular attack. When I crit, I have the ability to teleport up to 4 squares away as an immediate action. I stick a dude a couple times, beep, moving over to the next dude. It's going to be dope. Shadow of Death allows me to do burst 2 damage with a range of 10. It's just double my composure, which is 2 points, but being able to hit somebody before I get into melee range is a really, really nice addition, because I've always been super bummed with those first turns where I'm just like, I gotta hang back and wait for my homies to get in position before I can actually come in and start with the stabbing.
And you've been playing more conservative these past 2 games.
By requirement, yeah. It got
paid off.
pretty gnarly early on. But yeah, so having the ability to play conservatively like that and still like do a little chip damage here and there, super nice. Also, scene ability, got a 2d10 plus composure, lifesteal. I can do some damage to a dude and it heals me. Having the ability to heal myself is very nice because I keep getting fucked up all the time. Even when I try to be conservative, shit just happens to me. I felt like going Scoundrel further on would have really furthered what I had going, but I think that these changes here really expand my options and make me a lot more versatile.
More than that, you're the only person who did not have magical abilities who gained it between the last session and this one.
That's true.
So how do you think Nesbit is going to experience that? Do you think he knows it, or do you think it's something he'll find out the next time he fights?
You know, I hadn't even really considered that. I was just looking at the mechanics of it. But yeah, let's see if we can work in some kind of mental awakening to that whole experience. So.
What's interesting for Decay, because nobody has gotten closer to death more often than Nesbit has either. So, all
right.
Was he touched by the void? You know, is it?
You've made friends with death.
I like it.
Death is your neighbor, Totoro.
Oh yeah, that's another reason about Command. I'll never be Keikaku. Never.
No, Justice Keikaku.
Command is dead to me.
I named an ability just as Keikaku, or all according to Keikaku. And Max
Translator's
will take
note: Keikaku means plan.
it. Any path Max takes, I'm going to try to include an anime joke.
I'm just
somewhere.
going to be 15 step 1.
Liam, what about Esmond?
Esmond is sticking straight to what he knows how to do, and that's lighting shit on fire. I'm going step 2, fire.
All right, step 2 in the house. You are our only non-multi-classed player right now.
It just
I like
works.
it, man.
Yeah.
It's still just, it works. He does one thing, but he does it very well.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I picked it mostly was for the first feature. Not even the day. Like, the daily is great, and I love it. That is not why I picked this up. The feature that I pick up is Pyroclasm, and after I damage multiple enemies with fire on my turn, I get an extra d6 to any enemy that I hit, or every enemy, right?
I think it's 1, but I could be wrong. What does it say?
To a single enemy I hit. So I could just use Fire Blast and then pop my daily on a single dude, add an extra d6 of damage. It just does the extra damage after I hit with Fire Blast.
That owns.
Yeah, it's really good. So you got that, but tell us the daily.
The daily is called Rogue Star, and it's super tight. But it's, again, a daily I'm not going to use as much as the first thing. But it's an attack action, intelligence versus dodge. It is 3d10 plus composure. And it's
Whoa.
I call forth a star, and it just falls on a dude. It's awesome.
Doesn't it have a secondary effect?
Each enemy adjacent to the target takes 1d6 fire damage for each point of composure you have,
Whoa.
which I have 2. It's pretty good.
So everybody around the target takes 2d6.
2d6.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Katie, what about Von Van de Ven? What does he get?
Von Van de Ven chose to do step 2 Radiance, so I was already step 1. And my feature is Radiant Overflow. Critical hits against enemies grant you shielding equal to 2 times composure.
And shielding is, I don't think we haven't talked that much about it, but it's basically like, it's a shield that takes the first hit of any damage, and it has a certain amount of health, and it depletes, and when it's gone, it's gone. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if you had 4 composure and double shielding with a crit, you would have a shield that is 8.
Right, and then...
And 8 damage has to be done to you before anything else gets through.
Right. And then my daily is Heaven's Favor. Spontaneous sunbeams break the gloom of combat, illuminating both you and your allies. You, as well as your allies within the zone, gain your composure as hit points. And all of your heals until the end of composure grant additional health equal to your composure. Enemies within the zone deal half damage until the end of your next turn. And that's a adjacent cone 5.
It's pretty huge.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Did you guys increase your max HP?
No.
Nope.
Okay. The melee classes other than Citadel, if you picked up a rank in a melee class, you gain 5. Esmond and Vaughn both picked step 2 of a caster class. They get 4.
I didn't take a step in a melee class, so I gained nothing.
Oh, yeah. No,
Correct.
you gain 4.
Gain 4? Okay.
Yeah. There have been 2 really big changes to the mechanics since our last play session. The upper hand has changed substantially in a way that is, I think, more representative of what flanking would do, and if you put somebody in a bad position, is that if you have the upper hand against somebody, they cannot strike somebody other than you without invoking an attack of opportunity from you. For instance, if you and an ally are flanking an enemy, and that enemy turns to hit one of your allies, you get an attack of opportunity, which is a better representation of what flanking should do.
That sounds right, yeah.
And also, when somebody's knocked down and you're adjacent to them, it's the same deal. So the +2 bonus is gone. But keep in mind that unless otherwise stated, you only get 1 attack of opportunity per round.
Okay.
The other big change is that your per scene and daily attacks now have a limit. So you have per scene attacks and you have daily abilities. You can only use 2 per scene attack actions per scene. So if you have 5, you can use 2. You get
So
to
I
pick
can't go crazy with revealing weakness and jumping up and stabbing a dude in the taint, and also self-healing and also splitting helmet.
Right, but you could definitely use your swift action. It's not an attack action. So reveal weakness is a swift action. You can use that every scene.
So you can only do 2
Big encounter
attacks.
Okay.
And for your daily, only Esmond and Vaughn gained a daily this time, but you can only use 1 daily attack per day. And the idea behind it is it's so draining to use something like that you wouldn't be able to use a different one. So if you have them to pick from, you pick the one you want to use, and it's used for the day.
Okay.
That change was introduced so that it'll be easier to balance later encounters instead of somebody never having to use an at will again because they have 15
Right.
Yeah.
15 per scene abilities. So I want to go around again. What is your guys' max HP?
Kelton is 30.
Nesbitt's at 29.
Esmond is at 24.
I'm at 28.
Interesting. So 30 is the highest.
Yep.
It's interesting if we had somebody going full Citadel right now, they would be at 36.
Wow.
Which sounds appropriate
Yeah.
compared to everybody else, right? Yeah.
36 and also doesn't take any damage until like they have over 4 damage hit.
Well,
Striking.
we're assuming they're wearing armor.
Right.
Possibly
Presumably.
6.
Yeah.
Possibly 6.
Yeah, if you're wielding a shield, heavy shield and heavy armor, it's 6 armor is the max you can pretty much get. Which I think I'm fine with. Everybody fine with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
All
that's great.
I got 5 armor. I'm happy.
Okay, so picking up where we left off, this battle has ended. The 3 members of the Way Forward that you met, Drader, the Savothian Eelman, Banarv, the Hrod with a missing arm, and Winnie, the Wicked Witch of the West, Lightning Bug.
I forgot about her. I forgot she was a thing.
That was going to be so cute.
And then you... yeah.
You make your way back to Aster, who has rallied everybody else and now notices that the battle's over. You're carrying Forsha back. She's near catatonic and breathing very heavily. What do you want to do?
Archaeology's over, so probably go home.
I think
Yeah,
we deserve a party, honestly.
Yeah.
We saved the day twice. I think we're doing a good job.
Isn't our camp in ruins?
Yeah.
Well, it's not my camp.
Hey, it was going to be in
I'll
ruins
be
after
honest.
the party anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well,
So you kind of want to circle the wagons back, get everybody,
Yes.
take inventory.
Yeah. Let's take stock.
Maybe
Let's
bury some bodies.
see how we're...
Okay.
yeah.
You don't want to
Damn, that
leave
went to a
like
dark
a
place.
bunch of bodies out.
Yeah,
Right.
that sounds bad.
That's how
Okay.
you get coyotes.
That's how you get in.
Do you want...
Do you want to
Do you want coyotes? That's how you get coyotes.
Aster immediately sets out and starts checking bodies. Not all the people who you thought were dead were. So
Oh, glad we didn't start burying already.
Very convenient.
Wait, which side?
he executes the ones from the opposite side.
Okay,
as he
good.
goes through.
Doesn't even offer to share.
In total, it looks like 5 of your crew have died. There are 5 more in critical condition that need immediate medical attention that I think Vaughn can assist with. And there are 6 who have debilitating injuries that they'll recover from, like broken limbs and singed faces and that kind of thing.
I'm gonna have to roll for deception to help out with the medical.
Damn it.
oh my god.
Please, that's where you draw the line. Please.
You know that's not where he draws the line.
Technically, I am a doctor.
Professor, doctor. Yes, we know.
I was practicing on the way over to try to be more Kelton, less Cheech, but it didn't work. I got to be more down here.
Vaughn's gonna go check on the people that are in need of help.
Okay. You can't repair damaged limbs,
Right.
but you can like arrest ongoing damage. Like it's not going to get any worse.
Yeah, yeah.
But somebody with medical skill needs to
Is this-
reset limbs
Is
and
this
that kind of thing.
Ladybug follow me around? Well,
Yes.
I can heal people.
Yeah, the
Grumble.
ladybug. So what's her name? Hold on.
Bitch, let's go.
So Winnie, yes,
Esmond can help cauterize.
follows
Right?
you.
I don't have that fine control of it. They would just be cinders.
It is
burning.
very imprecise.
It's like, wait, what we got to do is build a wall with a hole in it. Stand near the hole, and I'll blast the wall.
That would be a glorious hole.
I,
I'm proud to know you as a person. That's not you to know.
That's the first one to really break me.
yeah, no, I haven't heard that laugh in a while. That was...
a good one. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So Winnie's around me, correct?
Yeah, Winnie is right behind you, healing everybody, cackling.
I'm going around asking the shovels who are in decent condition if they found anything nice.
Let me roll for who you're talking to here. All right, let's come up with a name first. Let's say the name is Marv. Okay,
Marv.
Marv. It could be male or female, as a Marv is generally.
Obviously.
All right, Marv is female, and she is a Krex.
Boo.
All right. She is a Crex.
Was she
Voiced
one of the
by-
sea shanty ones?
Is she a longshoreman?
'Cause those are the kind of cracks that I'm into.
Hey, maybe, right? Like, she's a seagull.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
That'll work?
Yeah.
All right. 25 is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Are you regretting the randomized characters yet?
I don't say regret. It's just, man, it takes a lot out of me.
I love
Okay. All right. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the female seagull, archaeologist intern, basically. She's like, yeah, we saw those big chunks of iron in the ground. I never thought I'd see so many.
That's beautiful, Shovel. What do you pull any up for us? Like, I know you've been working real hard. You're doing a great job out here. You got some up, huh?
We've been fighting a bunch of pigs. It's been terrible.
All right,
I never
well-
want to work here again. I might quit tomorrow. Depends on how you're going to distribute that iron.
No, you can't. I promise you, Shovel. You're gonna be taken care of. Like, we care about you very much here.
Yeah, with the healthcare plan isn't exactly worth this.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm only doing this for college credit.
Healthcare plan? It's great. Look at the flappy rat over there healing people. It's
I've got
fabulous.
kids.
All right, we'll find you another flappy rat for your kids. It'll be great. Just stick with us. You're doing beautiful, Shovel. You're my favorite. You're my favorite out of the lot of you.
Is Forsha going to be okay?
Oh yeah, Forsha's God, she's tenacious. Yeah, she'll be fine. I promise you.
Good, because, I mean, no offense, but if anything happened to her, I don't know what we do.
I'm in
Oh,
charge.
no, don't worry. Yeah, the guff's got it taken care of.
And she...
I mean, not those guff. Those guff are fucked up. This guff over here, he's smart.
She looks over your shoulder and she's like, are the tankards of ale still intact?
Bless be, yes. If you want, you can go ahead and pour me one too.
Very well. And she waddles off.
Esmond would like to try and grab a couple people and put the dead together so he could make a bitchin' funeral pyre.
Ew.
Okay.
It's the fastest way for me to get rid of bodies.
I
It's
get
the thing
you,
I
but I'm
do.
just saying,
I
like,
think that you would know that their families need to be contacted.
I meant of the enemies.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's a lot of we killed some people.
That's true. Okay, for the enemies, for sure. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
You get a couple people together. I'm assuming you build funeral pyre. You could throw them on the catapult that you're
Were
already
they-
burning.
I could just pile them up and engulf them in flames.
Were they wearing
Open your mouth and breathe.
Were they wearing helmets? Any of them?
Yes.
A couple of them?
Only, let's say 3 of them were wearing helmets.
Okay, can Kelton make drums out of them, like Return of the Jedi, so we could party?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, you may.
Kelton's
Okay.
gonna start playing some sweet drums.
All right.
as far as I know, before I was part of this, the episode before, or right when I joined, Nesbitt's character knows Forsha in a
Yes.
romantic sense.
No.
No. Okay, then never mind.
Does okay?
Would like to maybe.
One
I assume that
first
by
part is
conversation.
First part is yes. Does know Forsha. Romantic sense, no.
Okay.
Well, we
Then
don't know
never
that for
mind.
sure.
I
No,
was.
because we don't know for sure. She hates him, but we don't know why she hates him.
Yeah, I assumed it was because of a
She hates him
scorned
because she
love.
met him.
Yeah, but how did she meet him?
Because I had some plans, but never mind.
Okay.
Do
So-
them anyway.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I
the thing
could.
is, Vaughn doesn't know, so
Okay, yeah, because I was
he
going to
might
roll
just
to
be making assumptions.
Okay, because
Yeah,
like,
no.
all right, so I'll tell my thought was that if that was true, I was gonna see if I could roll to if I picked up on that or not, so I could use it in the storyline. But if I don't, then I can just do it regardless.
Nobody's checked on Forsha. Okay.
I'm no medicine man.
I figured she was with the healers.
Wait, is she not with
Now that you mention
everyone
it, yeah.
who needs to be?
Nesbitt is probably the last thing Forsha wants to see the first time she like regains composure. So yeah, I should probably head over there.
Okay.
I'll bring an extra tankard of ale.
All right. You bring a tankard of ale to Forsha, who is in the barracks. with Kaidwe, who is recovering, and Kaidwe's just kind of looking after her. Forsha is sitting up, and she's looking at her hands, and she just seems kind of out of it. Looks at you when you enter. Kaidwe's like, well, she seems to be doing better. Isn't that right, Forsha? And Forsha nods and just seems kind of a little overwhelmed by just everything. Something happened to her, and she's just kind of taking it in.
Forsha, how you doing? Haven't talked to you lately.
And she just stares at you. You don't get the feeling that there's malice or confusion. She's just looking at you.
Forsha, you doing all right?
She nods slowly.
Yeah. You want some ale?
She looks at the tankard in your hand and nods again.
Good. I was starting to get a little worried. I don't know if you know. You're looking a little funny. We're doing good, right, Forsha? Here, have a beer.
All right. She takes it and she very slowly brings it to her face and drains it.
Talk to me, Forsha. What happened back there? That was the rock you were looking for, right? And now you're feeling funny?
And she just stares at you. And Kaidwe says, well, she's hasn't said much, but she's undergone quite a shock, it seems.
All right.
Sure, a spoonful of sugar will help.
You take it easy. I'll go refill your cup.
And she hands you the cup. It's starting to get around twilight, so you're about 2 hours from dark.
Kelton has the interns around, and they're all playing in a drum circle.
Okay. All right. Just howling in the sky for their lost comrades.
We won a battle.
Yeah.
She was dope.
Yeah, that's pretty upsetting.
I thought we were all going to die, so now we're just drum circling it
You're
out.
not an army. I mean, this is a big deal.
In fact, I've tried to convince 2 armies to help us, but neither one of them will do anything.
What's up with these way forward goons? What are
Yeah, let's
they
go
doing?
have a talk with them. Esmond, are you gonna grab Esmond for some muscle?
Yeah, you and the Guff. Let's go and chat with these dudes.
Winnie is still with...
It'd be really hilarious if you left me and then, like, you just had this whole adventure while I'm just back here and it just cuts back to me every few minutes. Like, what are you doing?
medicine man.
Yeah.
So Winnie is with Vaughn right now. Benarv and Drader are with Aster, and they're cleaning up the camp, like dragging bodies to the fire, just trying to be useful.
Want to get like a little bit more of an understanding of what this whole like mechanic is. Like, who are these dudes? Really, like, what do we know at this point?
We should ply them with booze.
What you know from last time is that they responded to a scrying ritual. That if anything, any magical things were discovered underground or near your area, that they would come. That whoever was closest would come, because their worry as the cult is that heresy is being found underground, and it's the wrong thing to do, is to look into the past, because that's what they call the way forward. They don't look to the past. Magic is the gift that the gods give you for repentance.
In that case, let the archaeology professor lead the conversation.
What? And
Go for it, man.
Yeah.
And not the magical fire lizard?
I would say in order to piss them off, I would go first. But if you know.
So right now it's Drader and Benarv. But if you wanted to get Winnie, she's with Von Vandeven.
And what was the Crex dude that we hated? What's his name?
His name was Calivan.
Calivan.
Yeah, he's the leader.
Okay.
Where's he at?
He's
What's
not
he up
here.
to? They're coming to get me. I leave the drum circle.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah. Save my spot.
It's a big moment.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we're doing this? All right.
I'll be back. Save me a drum.
All right. You hand them off to a
Yeah.
kid whose dad died
Yeah.
today, and you're like, you're the next one, buddy. You got to carry the torch.
One day too, you can die for me.
You approach Benarv, Aster, and Drader.
Okay. How you guys doing? Been a big day, right? You way forward, guys. Don't really like your scene, if I gotta be honest with you. Where do we stand here? Like, you oppose what we're doing, you come here, you fight alongside us, but I don't know, man. Do I call you friend? I'd like to call you friend. I don't know if I'd like to call you friend. I'd like to call you friend.
Drader, the eel, looks up and he's like, well, I mean, I'm not going to let people just come in and murder you. You know, I don't really have anything in common with you other than the fight we just went through. You know, but I don't really.
The fight where we saved your life.
And Benarv is like, oh, that is one way of thinking of that. And he looks down at his own stump of an arm. He's like, I suppose I would like to be friends, but we obviously have an ideological impasse. Do you think that you may abandon this pursuit, given what you've already gone through? Could be seen as a punishment from the gods.
It looked more like some dumb shit from some shitty guys. See a lot of dumb shit from shitty guys around here. It's a little odd.
And Drader just goes, yeah, we do.
I'm not well versed in guff matters. I don't think it's punishment, especially since I'm doing okay. Got both arms, you know.
Ow.
Just going straight for the arm. Shit.
Amazingly, Benarv doesn't seem to take offense. He seems like somebody who maybe takes everything in stride as being more of a psychological curiosity. I was like, that was a clever joke. Yes. Aster breaks in. He's like, I think, Benarv, perhaps you should tell them about what you told me. He goes, yes, we didn't see any abducted children. However, we did have a run-in with a pair of confusing people, Krex, both white, though drastically different heights. And I don't know exactly what they were up to, but it was very clear that they were trying to hide what they were doing.
Were they storks?
They were not storks. And they both called each other Howard.
So they were ducks.
One was.
That's all right. Yeah, that's.
The other one was a bit of a goose.
Was there a second or third duck involved? Like that would really sell it for me. Like,
No, there were no second duck. But they called each other Howard. I don't know if that was their real name. They're real shady characters. But we saw them about a week ago.
a week ago. Where'd you see these guys?
Well, it was more interesting that Aster here had encountered them about 2 months ago.
Really?
Yes.
Fascinating.
Yes, he encountered them 2 months ago, and they told us they had just arrived. And where we saw them was about 2 miles from our camp, which is 10 miles from here. And if you saw them near Asna's Fall, and Aster, yeah, that's about 20 miles of travel they've done in a way that doesn't look like they're trying to exit the forest.
50 miles, that's a lot.
Do I know where the falls are?
Asna's Fall is the village that you went to for Clan Bryrick.
Bryrick.
All right, so
yes, I do.
Yes.
That's where we found our buddy.
But for listeners.
that's a bit of a trek, huh? All right, well, they could be fucking anywhere, huh?
I don't know if they're involved with the children anyway.
It's our only lead. We have no interest in children. We are, if you don't mind, I mean, you're welcome to come visit. You know, they wouldn't call it a base camp. Compound. That's what they call it.
God damn it.
Like, you're welcome to come visit our compound. We've got no issue with you guys. I mean, except for, the obvious violation of everything we hold holy. But we'd like to change your mind if that's possible.
Let's see you guys do that. Maybe we can talk to your one buddy.
Benarv cocks his head.
You know, Calivan. Tall, kind of a condescending, shitty guy.
Drader goes, he's not the biggest fan of yours. I would suggest talking to others.
Fair enough.
I do believe we're going to finish up here and turn in for the night, if you don't mind. If you could understand, we're quite a bit tired.
Yeah.
An ordeal.
Look like you've been doing better.
Saving your life, I understand. It makes us tired as well.
And Drader just laughs.
Do you like drum circles?
Fucking hate him.
In that case.
The rest of the workers who are not yet ready to go to bed, they're a bit shaken. They're kind of trying to relax with some ale. They've built a bonfire near the center of the camp where they have removed the pieces of Dyren away from where you guys have fallen through into the earth. And they're just kind of sitting around in a circle, relaxing.
Okay. How many did I heal? How many
Emotionally.
did she heal?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
So
I'd
there-
like to know.
Well, there's a total of, what do we say? There was 5 dead, 5 with maiming injuries that they can recover from, and the rest, it was 11 people to heal. So let's use a die 10 with 1 floater, right? So
Okay.
Vaughn healed 5.
Okay.
So you both healed 5. Who got the extra one? Say, call odds or evens.
Odds or evens.
Evens.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Winnie beat you
Falling
to it.
behind.
All right.
Vaughn's very bitter. Just so we're all clear on this.
But Winnie's in such good spirits.
I don't fucking care. Like,
Did you have your own episode of MASH on the side
yeah,
while we were
like,
talking to him?
I had a whole episode in my mind over here where you guys are talking.
Yeah.
Like, actually, yeah, if we could have a spin-off episode real quick, that would be
If there's an episode of MASH in this setting, it would be the only show I'd like more than the regular MASH.
Hawkeye would be a literal hawk man.
Yeah, just like it's a crack slowly coming in as the music plays.
All right, so everyone's already healed and all good.
Unless you want to go person by person, we could generate some characters that you're healing.
No, I wanted to never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
One. Just do one. Come on.
Okay, so you come across a patient you don't like. Well, a patient being, a worker here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are male, Guff, who is voiced by... Wait, how old are they? Let's find out. Okay. 31. Voiced by 34.
I love that face. Love the face.
That face.
Hannibal Lecter.
Oh no. Oh, it's gonna be so creepy.
All right, Hannibal Lecter. His name is Gradil.
Okay.
And as you approach, he's like, "Oh, hello. Have you come to seal my wounds?"
Roll to see if these are
that was a face.
self-inflicted.
Holy shit.
What'd you say?
These might be self-inflicted. You might want to check.
Please hurry, I'm in quite a bit of pain.
Okay. Vaughn's ears go back because he's uncomfortable. And how bad are his injuries?
He's just ahead.
Like he's fucking mutilated. Let's say spilling out all over.
One to two.
Hello.
1 to 2, broken limb. 3 to 4, missing a limb. 5 to 6, eviscerated.
It's gonna get gross.
Missing a leg.
Okay.
You can heal this, right?
Is he holding the limb? Because I hope so.
Yes, but it's not his.
Okay. I like this one better.
He's got like a fucking emu leg.
Please, I do so miss it.
Like, you're giving me creeps.
It's
Like,
Hannibal Lecter.
I know, he's creeping me out.
Mother gave me this leg.
Winnie
Yeah.
goes, I'll flip you for it.
You can back off.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, it is fine.
You cannot regrow a limb.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So, how are you gonna
Pulling
break?
limbs out of nowhere.
How are you gonna break that
Like,
news to him?
sew that on.
Or just like fake it, like hold the leg next to it, and be like, "Yeah, it's going great." Like,
Sew it on and it just rots.
Okay, I also don't think this is Vaughn, while he can heal, doesn't enjoy healing. He's really grossed out by people who are upset, and gross.
Especially a giant, greasy pig man.
Yeah.
Missing a leg and
Yeah.
bleeding all over the place.
And so,
Talks like a pervert.
yeah. So Vaughn goes up to, what's his name?
Gradil.
Gradil. Vaughn goes up to Gradil and is like, your wounds are very gross. And unfortunately, I cannot reattach a limb, but I can heal the stump.
This upsets you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seeing your reaction makes me think that this is attached to some kind of childhood trauma. Is that correct?
And Vaughn, very flustered, is like, we don't need to go into that right now.
Ah, so you don't intend to establish trust with your patient. You haven't had a lot of training, I see.
Odds we go in a 30-minute flashback.
We all play different characters. We're just really getting in deep to Vaughn's.
By the way,
Okay.
we are gonna do that for everybody.
Yeah.
All right, and just I'll be like, I know a hard gentleman who can be able to cauterize that bone for you. Yep.
Well, I'd assume that your healing powers would be able to just stop the bleeding, but if you would prefer
Well, you know
to
what?
cause a new injury, to do that, I see that this really does bother you. Like let's say his wound is tied off. It's got a tourniquet.
No,
that kind of thing. It's bandaged.
What I was trying to say is that I don't like dealing with you, and I can hurt you even more because I know this fucking guy can't cauterize shit. So do you want to shut up, let me do this, or do you want to let's get down to business? If I was trying to
It's like I've been laying in wait this entire time, waiting just for you.
Fun actually shivers.
And Winnie pushes you out of the way, and she's like, I'll take care of it.
I shrug her off, and I'm like, all right, everyone needs to stop talking to me right now.
And Gradil slowly turns his head and locks eyes with Winnie. And he's like, oh, will you be healing me? And she goes, yes! And just does it. Now try to get some sleep. And walks off.
Why did you put it on the list? Why did you do it?
I follow after, and I kind of shrug checker with my shoulder. I'm just like, I could handle that, thank you.
She goes, oops!
And then Vaughn's just very visibly annoyed with this person and what's just happened.
She seems oblivious. She thought that she ran into you.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh God. So she's Canadian. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sure I'm sorry.
All Tectani are slightly Canadian.
It's a hard life picking Dyron and pulling eggs. So
that did not go how I wanted it to.
You could have healed it literally at any point.
No, that wasn't the.
Nobody knows how you wanted that to go.
Yeah, fucking throws your game off, man. I understand.
All right. Where do we leave off? The bonfire had started, and they're all drinking ale. They just went through some shit.
Yep.
5 of their friends are dead.
They're probably thinking of a way to thank us.
Yeah, I don't think they were being thanked.
So we're all done with everything, and I'm done with my healing and my terrible conversation. And I meet up with them after they've had their conversation.
Okay.
I'm just hanging out in the drum circle.
So you go back to
Are you
Yeah,
back at the drum
totally
circle, or are you back with everyone else?
Kelton-
Are we all just together? What are we gonna do?
Yeah, Kelton walks back to the drum circle.
Okay.
Okay, so it's Nesbit, Esmond, and me.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm apart from the bonfire. I kind of don't feel like we should be interfering. I feel like we had very different.
You don't want to commiserate.
I'm
with
feeling a
them.
little triumphant.
Yeah, we're the heroes.
We're not with the shovels.
Yeah, we won our war.
I think the shovels are feeling a bit triumphant too, but there is a kind of seriousness to it that they're like, oh, well, we won, so let's not be sad, but we're gonna sit around here and kind of
With the help of this guy.
I have another question. Okay, so I
Greek now.
was misguided in my assumption that Portia and Nesbit had a romantic relationship.
Yes.
You know
Am
that.
I also misguided in assuming that Nesbit is not trying to hit on shovels? Because that's what I assumed the first time he talked to a shovel.
I would say that's up
trying
to Nesbit.
con money out of shovels.
Oh, okay. I thought all right. So the first
Well,
shovel
con men usually sleep with the.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean the shovels that I've been speaking to just happen to be female.
Dirty
and
rotten
so,
scoundrels.
Okay. Well, all right. So I get this from the first episode or the second episode, the one that I joined. Before you met me, you had a conversation with a shovel where you were like, it seemed like you were hitting on her. But then again, that could just be my own,
He's just a squirrel.
Terrible experience.
Yeah, because
that's kind of true because I was like, I don't know if someone is on as an archaeology major, if someone can.
Now with a dark
So are you
past.
saying
If
that
someone
my
came-
lines would have worked on you?
I mean,
'Cause,
Kinda. I was like, if someone called me shovel, I'd be like, oh, it's douchey in a hot way.
You're the worst person.
It's great. No, Katie's job is to confirm every bro stereotype about women that we tell ourselves isn't true. That's her job.
Katie, can we have another podcast called
Katie, I
Douchey in
feel
a Hot Way,
dirty.
though?
Douchey in a hot way.
Yeah.
That'll be one of our
No,
t-shirts.
but if you
Bert
call me,
Kreischer's our
I
only
don't know,
guest.
as a, yeah, I mean, I can't say that it's not true, I suppose. But if someone came to you while I was on the date and it was like, hey, shovel, and Like, I don't know.
Oh
You know
my
what?
God.
Let's not talk
Oh my
about me right
God.
now. Let's not go
Oh my
into
God.
this Pandora's box in my life. Anyways, so no, you were not hitting on people, or you were?
But role play it. See what happens.
Stuff.
Yeah, no, we'll see
Yeah,
how
we're
it
doing
goes.
this. We're going hard.
So
But yeah, no. But now I know why I'm not getting laid, because I'm not fucking Nesbit, apparently.
Yeah.
nobody is. Let's be
Oh.
fair.
No, I'm not.
A whole new world.
I think you're just fine on your own, for the record.
So the
Rumble. My life.
so while everybody's commiserating and you guys are split between what you think is appropriate for you guys to do, Portia comes out of the barracks and makes her way towards the shovels, and accepts a tankard of ale and sits in front of the fire and just starts downing some ale and relaxing, and seems to have mostly come out of it still very stiff and shaken, you know, but letting it soak in.
How does she react to the stone cold grooves coming from the drum circle with the interns?
You're not getting much of a reaction, but I think Kelton is pretty confident that she's digging it.
Yeah.
Oh, shovel digging it? Can't believe it.
Yeah, we need t-shirts designating like shovel rank.
Yeah.
And, like, I dig it.
I think we should pack it in the morning, figure out what we're going to do, and see if a night's of rest makes Portia able to talk about it.
Yeah, because the archaeology dig has become way more important with what we found. And we have the kids to rescue.
Yeah, we have to do that, or else the archaeology dig is not happening.
Yeah.
So
Kelton would prefer not to get murdered by anyone, so...
I think that's everyone.
Yeah.
I want to light dudes on fire.
And he's putting that urgency to not get murdered into the sweet drum beats.
Oh, okay.
So you're back. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You said you're
Look.
back at the drum beats. I'm sorry.
Esmond's just want to live his sweet life and have all the freedom that he can and burn motherfuckers with fire from space.
Can you
That's all he wants.
Yeah.
That's all he wants.
So let's assume that what you guys are packing it in.
Yeah, for tonight.
Okay, Nesbit, give me an awareness roll.
17
Oh shit. Okay.
18 with his intelligence.
with intel, yeah.
Okay, so you look over at the fire and you notice that Portia's staring at you. And when she looks at you and you look at her, she kind of gives you a head movement, like "follow me" kind of thing.
I think Katie ships it.
I'm just like,
Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
like they're the only
You know
two
the
girls I
reason
know,
why.
and I want them to be together. Like that's what I want in my life.
Go
So,
on and kiss the girl.
Go ahead.
So and then she gets up and walks over to her tent.
All right, yeah, I'm following Portia.
Okay.
Would I be best man?
Yeah.
Tight.
Man, I'm the
I
one,
just met you.
I'm the one shipping over here. Like
I have immolated 7 or 8 people in his name.
that's not my
Is
fault.
all I'm saying.
That's not my fault. Like
Kelton will be presiding.
Yeah.
So okay, you go into her tent and she's disrobing.
All right, Katie, here you go.
thank goodness.
Hey, Portia, hey, you doing all right?
She walks up to you and grabs your snout to close it, and she goes, "Don't make a big deal out of it, but do a good job."
Roll dexterity.
Oh my god.
Roll dexterity.
I'm excited.
And fade to black.
What? Go ahead.
I do want to know if it's good though.
Yeah.
I want to know if you do a good job.
Yeah, can we roll to see if he gives a good job?
all right, so nothing based on opinion. Just give me a dex roll.
I just used this die.
Here's where the superstition comes in. Is you're gonna
don't wanna
switch
use the
dice?
same
You
one?
want to use one of mine?
No.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's weirder. I don't
I'm
know.
not gonna fuck Portia with your die.
I wouldn't fuck Portia with your dad.
15.
15. You feel pretty confident about your performance.
All right.
All right.
Does she though?
That's a totally
That's a
different. He
whole-
can't roll to see if
Yeah.
You can.
I can roll to see how she feels about something, but you don't get to know it.
We're not in her head.
Unless, can we hear
Can
it?
I roll to see if I'm aware that she called him over? Really?
Yes. No, do it. Just roll. Just roll.
Do you want to
fucking roll?
Do you want to
Does
see?
Vaughn ship
Yeah,
it
I want to
too?
roll awareness.
Give me an awareness roll and let me know your score. I'll say if you get a 15 or higher, you see what goes down between Nesbit and Portia before they enter the tent.
All right. I feel pretty confident about myself. But it's my talent. Oh, fuck. All right. It's my talent, so I can roll twice.
Rolled a 92. Let's see the second roll.
Let's do it.
18. 18
Plus.
plus
21.
which is 21.
All right, yeah, Vaughn sees it before Vaughn goes to bed.
And thank goodness, because I've had this idea in my mind for quite some time.
Katie is our fanfic enabler here.
Do you please tell me you write erotica in your spare time?
No.
You fucking should.
Yeah, you got to get in on that shit.
Why? Like,
Because it seems like a part
You're
of your
very passionate
personality
about
that
it.
you need to get out.
just
I don't read it, but I would read
Yours
a,
specifically.
Nesbit Forsha fic.
Katie,
Yeah.
your first draft should be Nesbit Forsha.
you know what? I'll think about it. It could be a Patreon thing.
A lonely,
But
a lonely archaeologist on an Irish island. You know.
no.
she wants her bad boy rogue.
No.
Before you guys go to bed, is there anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Another round with Forsha.
All right, give
Fade
me
to black again.
if you. All right.
Unfaded.
endurance?
No, I don't even want to do. I don't even want to do the post-coitus conversation that leads to the next one. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to roll anything. I'll tell you this. So Nesbit's experience is that Forsha seems kind of clumsy and inexperienced, but eager. I don't know how Nesbit takes that.
All right.
All right, new day dawns.
Yes, great.
Everybody's moving.
Thank you.
The cleanup was pretty effective, but there is still craters in the ground. You're going to have to redo all of the markings to where you guys were digging. You have to remove the dioryn, document it, all that kind of thing. So Nesbit, did you stay in Forsha's tent?
No.
Okay, so you went to your own.
Went back to the forest.
Good call, dude. You don't need the camp talking. I mean, they're gonna now.
I was about
but
to say, hopefully Vaughn keeps his fucking mouth shut.
There's no what fucking way. There's no way in hell.
I find that insulting. Like, you don't know me. Like, I got my own plans.
It's
going
true.
on here.
They don't really know
Yeah,
Vaughn.
like, they're just, like it's
$10.
just I just
10
happened to heal you.
10 dioryn.
You're betting on my ability to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. I don't think you could do it as a real person to role play it.
That's fair. Like,
Okay, so
It's so hard.
you start normal work. Everybody's doesn't even know where to begin. They need to send a messenger back to Nefar. You know, probably with a small caravan for protection to deliver the bodies. Families need to be notified. As they're leaving, a small retinue arrives of 3 people. And 2 of them are from the Church of Baratus, and one of them is a Tolden with a long, like a beige cape, like a long overcoat.
Oh, a Tolden, so a bland thing.
Yes, and this is our first custom NPC
All right.
from Patreon.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Aw.
Patreon.
He's pretty tall, probably about 6 feet. They came in on foot. He walks in, and of the 3, he looks very tired. The other ones are kind of young and spry, 20-something, a male and a female. He looks like he's walking them through. Does not look like a member of Church in Baratus. Has short, dark hair. It's curly, and he wears a gray overcoat. It's very untidy, and he's tall and lanky. And he walks in, and he's like, "Who's in charge here?"
I'd pretty much run shit here.
Oh, okay. Great. Hi, I'm Detective Bolivo.
Detective.
God damn it!
Yes.
Good to meet you.
I understand. All right. Hold on. I'm going to kill Liam with this one. So I've been trying to find a good way to insert this character.
do it. Just
All
do
right.
Is this
Go.
a reference that I would?
Yes.
Yes.
I've
Don't.
seen every
Don't
fucking
even. No.
episode.
Don't give it away. I understand there's some. You guys have been having some trouble around here after the Tectonic Collective, the Batarost. I assume you've had the dealings with them. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, good. One of your associates, if I understand it, Mr. Giles of the Church of Baratus, reported to us some very disturbing things. So, this, and along with that, we're hearing in the area there's children missing. There's all of this, and now you gotta understand my surprise. I show up today, and I see what looks like a pile of burned corpses. At least some kind of. Oh, okay. So, Mr.
Esmond, sir.
Esmond, you were involved in the disposal of the bodies. I'm sure they were a big inconvenience.
I'm involved in the disposal of many things.
Good. Okay, I understand. It's important to be cleanly, right? That's
What's your concern here, Detective?
well. I just we want to know what's going on up back in the far. I mean, we share a border with this. We see that this archaeological dig goes down, and all of a sudden all hell breaks loose, right? I mean, I'm sure it's been very difficult for you. I mean, of all people.
There have been some complications, yes, but we're taking care of it.
Complications, yeah. I guess I would call them that too. That makes a lot of sense. And tell me, and he walks over to one of the areas where they unearthed some of the diorite. He's like, there was something here, right? There was some what is it? Some guff artifacts.
We moved some rocks out of the way, and we found this wonderful guff artifact that you are from the far, you said?
Oh yes. I was hired to
Oh,
kind
so
of look
like,
over this.
so you crossed a border.
Oh yes.
Okay, so like, this is like a different country.
I would say it's a different country. That's right. Very
Okay.
different country.
Yeah, so rocks.
Okay. Rocks. There are a lot of different rocks and minerals, aren't they?
Rocks.
I'm sorry. I'm Detective
Guff minerals, right?
I'm Detective
Guff
Bolivo.
minerals.
What is your name, sir?
Dr. Professor Kelton Mandergrove, lately of Joe Royal University. Maybe you've heard of it.
Wow, the doctor professor that makes my lieutenant sound pretty paltry. I mean, cheers to you. That must have been a lot of school.
Oh, yeah. Lots of learning. Books.
Wow.
All of them.
No
You read
doubt.
them?
No doubt, quite a few more than I have. I mean, I don't. I don't.
Oh,
really
you've
get a lot
read
of time.
books?
I mean, a couple. I mean, one or two.
Yeah,
mostly
that's
like
cool.
picture books and stuff.
Detective, if you're satisfied.
Oh well, satisfaction is one of those things, right? So like, who are those guys who dress alike over in the corner, the robes, like.
They're a cult, technically.
Oh, that cult. That's very interesting. I mean, would you guys like mixing it up with cults now? Or
You know how cults are. They show up.
I thought this was like an archaeology thing. I thought
Hey.
that.
Who hasn't taken a job? Turned out you're working for a cult digging holes. And then like, it happens.
I feel like we didn't mention that this actually did happen to that.
Well, first it was an archaeology site, and then it might have been the place where a civil war was going to happen, and then it was where we triumphantly killed a tornado.
Well, I mean, you can understand my confusion when I come into here and I'm told, this is going to be an archaeology dig. And now it seems like the center of some kind of huge political strife. I mean, there's got to be some kind of explanation.
Don't worry too much about that.
You're not familiar with archaeology or what it does ever, are you?
Who, me? No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's
No, I don't really know. Is it normally
contentious.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Like, well, I assume you wouldn't mind if I stayed around, asked a couple questions.
Oh, would you like to like move closer to the holes?
Well, I'd assume I would really like to talk to your workers, maybe get a sense of what it's like a day. in
Oh,
the
no,
life
they
here.
don't know anything.
I gotta tell you,
They're
the
drunk.
shovels here, they're not particularly friendly. I don't think you're gonna get much out of them.
I would talk to the lightning bug over there. I would really, really question her about her intentions.
Oh well, now you would say her intentions. You mentioned they're a cult. I would like to know what kind of things do they believe? Is any wacky things like the star's gonna come to life and knit everybody's sweaters? Is there any kind of
mostly just that what we're doing here is the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, they just don't like archaeology. It's weird. I don't get it.
Oh well, I definitely would.
You like archaeology, right, Detective?
What I've seen so far is
Looks
amazing.
great, right?
Yeah, it's
You got
incredible.
some holes in the ground and guff artifacts.
Like,
Vaughn
wow.
and I are big archaeologists.
So you don't have any use for like little kids here. I don't see any running around. Well, there's one with a drum over there.
That's a weird question. Like, do you have a use for little kids? In school, we learned a thing called projecting.
I hear. Like, I definitely don't want to do that. I just, I hear back there that some kids go missing, and then I hear there's all this turmoil.
Okay.
I'm wondering if maybe during all this conflict, you see, like, somebody came in out of the woods, it looks like, and they caused a big fuss. Any kids in that group?
No, but like,
Seen people out of the woods? No kids.
funny story. Like, there's a clan, and they said that they would kill us if we didn't find their kids.
I mean, I imagine that caused some stress. You know,
Well,
I sympathize. I mean,
was
my
more
job.
like,
my
yeah,
job
let's
is to
find
find
those
things.
kids.
You know, and if I don't find the things, I get people get
And let me
upset
guess,
too.
you're here to tell us to also find the kids or you'll kill us? Because, like, that's been going around a lot.
Oh no, I'm here to between us. I don't think you guys aren't doing anything wrong, right? So
Of course not.
How wrong is murder?
well, I would say it's pretty wrong. I mean, like, you know,
What about in self-defense?
well, it's not murder then, is it? I mean, like, I can get on board. Like,
It feels similar.
if you, I feel like if you tell me
I
about
tried both. I got the same sensation.
Very, very great rush. Total rush.
I feel like if you we could talk about that. I mean, you tell me what happened in your case. I feel like we would come to.
Detective, you tell me. Like, you seem to know a bunch about some kids. Like, what have you heard? Like, I've been telling you about what we got going on. What do you got going on? Tell me about yourself, Detective.
And who are these people?
Well, listen, I'm just as frustrated as anybody, right? So I'm sitting back in my office, you know, up in the city in the far. They say they need a detective. They tell me I got to go all the way to Gravois. They didn't send me with the kind of duds they send you guys with, right? So it's pretty inconvenient. And they say that this archaeology thing happens. There's a Tiktani interest. I mean, I don't really know what's going on with those people. I mean, look, they seem like lovely people. I don't want to say anything against them, but
Good folks, I promise you.
but I think we all know what we mean when I say they creep me out. But the
No, I don't. What do you mean?
It's a little leg.
look, I don't want. I want
Yeah,
to
it's just saying little legs for me.
look. Are you guys recording? Okay, because like I don't want to get in trouble.
What is?
What if I
recording?
told you your pink, fleshy skin creeps me out?
I would agree. I mean, look at me. I'm disgusting. So there was a guff came in and complained about missing children like over a month ago. And naturally, I hear these two things come together. I want to stick around. I want to ask some questions because if I can be, I'm here to help you. I mean, let's be real. I'm here to help you.
Detective, you tell me what you got out of that.
I think that your friends over there, the lightning bug, as the lovely big-eared person here put it.
Oh.
That's a nice
is it-
costume, by the way.
Is
I
it
love
really?
it.
Is it really that easy? Is that really? What it
Yeah,
takes?
Vaughn's very persuaded by people's words. Just so you know, like
If you don't mind, I think I'll just ask around. I think I'll meet with these people. You don't have a problem with that.
No, go ahead.
All right,
Knock
thank you.
yourself out.
Thank you very much. And he like gives you like a little mock salute and putters off and starts talking to people and doesn't bother you again.
Can I roll for is it awareness to see if like I don't know, like his sincerity of everything he said so far?
It would be intuition.
Intuition.
And it's
Okay.
your composure.
15.
With a 15, he seems a little stumbly and put off at himself and put out by this whole thing. You don't get the feeling that he's lying.
Okay.
Forsha comes out of her tent and
How's she looking?
she looks fine. Normal.
Does she have her groove back?
No, I was
No.
gonna say, does it look like she's still haggard?
She does not look haggard. She looks like she's well kept. She looks more like she's back to her old self, but still very grave.
Uh-huh.
The
Like her dog just died?
No, more like there's a sense of purpose, and after everything that's happened, you could assume that means that her work just tripled, but she knows what she's got to do. Does that make sense?
Okay.
No. I have no
Okay.
context for that.
I have never worked.
So
Is she getting paid more than me? I'm starting to think
I fucking hope so.
she might be getting paid more than me.
That's really actually up to
Actually,
Nesbitt.
I'm actually gonna say.
Which I
Without
would-
Kelton,
Oh, she got
Kelton, there
paid.
wouldn't be an excavation anymore.
No, but Nesbitt kind of negotiates for the expedition, like
Yeah.
who gets what and puts it together. Okay, so
Man, I never really thought about how much influence I have over this.
Yeah.
the three members of the Way Forward make their way over to Forsha.
Uh-huh.
And they just start talking. They seem like they're having a very excitable discussion on their end, and Forsha is speaking, but very plainly.
I would like to intercede.
Okay.
Yep. Hey,
Hey, Forsha, how you
ladies,
doing?
gentlemen. Like, how's everybody this morning?
And they kind of part away from you, like kind of surprised that you'd be like, jump in and interrupt them. But Narv kind of holds his arm out and to quiet them. Yeah, the one arm. To quiet them. And he says, oh, we were just discussing here with your foreman that what happened to her was quite unique. And we were wondering if you really need her here in this moment, or if we could bring her back to our compound to...
I would say we need her more here than ever.
And Forsha turns to you guys, and she goes, I think you'd be okay. I mean, you just kind of need to set back up where you were, right? I can go. I mean, if you really tell me to stay, I'll stay, but...
You're not going alone.
It's like, well, I'm not really concerned about these three. She
So wait, is the lightning bug not being questioned by the detective, and she's with these people?
The detective is with the shovels.
Okay, so yeah. Vaughn's
Your
not happy.
weird vendetta is...
I have,
I love it.
I'm a very bitter person.
You trying to fuck the detective?
No. What?
I don't know what. I don't even know what you're alluding to. Is the
No,
problem.
I'm asking, I don't like the lightning bug, and I was just like, hey, go fucking talk to that lightning bug. Get it fuck out of my face.
Oh, I mean, I think
Doing
he'll-
shit over here.
Yeah, he's going through the.
Fucking healing ass bitch. I don't need this.
If you look at Bolivo, he's sitting on the ground, talking to some of them, and somebody hands him a piece of jerky, and he's eating it, and he's like, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's great. No, it was a good time. Good
What'd I
time.
say? Go talk to the lightning bug. Doesn't listen. All right.
You're not his boss. He does what he feels like he wants to do. But yeah, Forsha's like, if you need me to stay, I'll stay. But I do feel like if we're gonna know what's underground, they might be able to give me the answer.
I'm here, archaeologist.
That's fine. Forsha, let's go on ahead back to their little place and figure out what's underground, huh?
He's like, we got a whole fucking dig. You made a breakthrough. Look, if you
Do I
on
look
the
like a
switch,
fucking shovel to you, Forsha?
she goes, if you on the switch, you go with him. I'll stay. I'll go down the fucking hole myself. I saw that staircase. I want to see down there. See what it
I
goes.
forgot about the staircase.
Yeah, me too.
I want to go. Forsha, I'm starting to think you don't respect me.
It's like, I wouldn't want you getting that impression.
All right, Forsha.
If it makes you feel any better, I can take a couple shovels. But we just made the discovery of a lifetime, and we can't lose the foreman and as well as the lead archaeologist and the liaison, and certainly not the excavator.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, she's got a point, guys.
Doesn't mean I like it.
Or the actor.
Respected.
She's not an actor. What are you talking
I
about?
know, you're in a costume. You still have not.
So the fucking point.
None of that. He is a man and has been introduced to Forsha as a respected archaeologist.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, bitch. Maybe I like to wear
Wearing
my costume. Maybe I'm
wearing Martin
eccentric.
Bailey?
Yeah.
Who knows? You know what? I was about
Archaeologists
to,
are all fucking
you know what?
weirdos.
I hope she does die. Fuck you. Fucking think someone
I
after.
say Forsha, of course, can go with them, because then I'm in charge. And I think,
You were in charge anyway, right?
yeah, but
Now you're more in charge?
Now he's
I'm-
admitting that he
I'm
wasn't
more
in
in
charge.
and then maybe we just Butch Cassidy off with that diagram. Then we have our own adventures.
I am extremely okay with that idea.
I want to know what's at the bottom of those stairs now.
Yeah, we can get some more of those shiny things. Because Kelton sincerely believes that they're Guff artifacts.
Wait. He sincerely believes that?
He's not BSing?
No, he's he's just dumb. I don't know. Did you guys read my biography?
All right.
I wrote it all down.
Vaughn is skeptical about Forsha going alone, but
She's an adult. She can make her own decisions. You're not her mom.
okay, but Vaughn is not happy.
You can insist
Opinions.
that more people go with her.
We need them. We need them for archaeology.
We need them for a word he probably can't spell.
We got a couple spare shovels.
R-K.
We had roughly 10 spare shovels.
Yeah,
They're gone.
yeah,
That's true.
We're down 15 functional people.
All right.
Not
so
only that, the goddamn kids. We gotta find these kids. We're all gonna die.
I was like, I don't think we should trust her going alone. I think we should go with her.
We asked to do it, and she said no.
Yeah.
I give Nesbit a very long look of sir.
Yeah, I'm not really in the habit of contradicting Forsha, so
And Forsha goes, if it make you feel any better. Aye. And she points over the corner. She's like, Wheezy. Dumpy.
Why do we have
Why do they call him Dumpy?
So, you're up. Let's go.
He's a shoveler. He dumps things.
And the other one is just like has a respiratory issue as he shovels.
He's like, you're up. Come on. They're coming with me. They'll go. They don't need to be here. One of them is a welder. He specializes in compressed gases. So it's nothing you're going to do here. So let's go. And she's like, is that better? You feel better now?
Yeah, it's great. Hey, weird guys. Don't make me have
Bernard
to
goes,
stay.
yes?
I'm already not anti-stabbing, so don't encourage me.
So they kind of talk, and they're going to talk about their trip and what Forsha has to bring, and so do Wheezy and Dumpy. And
I need Wheezy and Dumpy back. I need them in my life now. Those are my two favorite shovels now.
I haven't had a line, but
That
my
sounds-
favorite NPCs.
That sounds like the weird goblin things we picked up in Starfinder when I was still part of it.
the two space
Like
goblins.
one was called Sneezy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Something like that.
If Esmond can get his hand on an acetylene tank, he'd be in some business.
I probably shouldn't include compressed gases in our universe. But
It's very dangerous around me.
yeah. All right, so they're going to organize their own logistics or whatever, and they're going to leave in the evening. Also, you wouldn't want to fuck with that group. Bandits attack those four. It'd be fucked up. It'd be like you guys now. You know?
Yeah.
Without fucking up, yeah.
Yeah. You've got the dig as it is. There's an entrance to the underground caverns in the forest to the east. Your priorities are Aster and Kydway still want to help with the missing children. And now Bolivo is there asking a lot of questions, implying that there might be something you guys are doing that you're trying to get away with.
Archaeology. That's what we've been trying to do and get away with this whole time.
All right, no. OOC, like, what is our best lead on the fecking kids?
I would say that the information that Dryder, Winnie, and Benarv shared with Aster and Kydway told you that they were 2 miles east of the camp to the south. And
Which was 10 miles away.
yeah, the camp was 10 miles to the south, and they were 2 miles east of that. So
That's so far.
it is far. But they didn't do any tracking. They don't know anything about that. And they thought they were just passing through. And now you know that that's not the case because of what Aster and Kydway have. Aster and Kydway are both rangers.
Yeah.
Like that, their job is to live out in the forest and discover things, basically.
And we saved Kydway's life, so.
Yeah, you saved both of their lives, technically.
Yeah.
But they also saved yours.
Do we have any of those sweet lizard things left?
Lizard things. What?
The ones that brought in our caravan and are carrying all
Oh,
of our
yeah,
crap?
yeah. I would assume that they...
So that could cut down 12 miles. Beast of burden.
Oh, you could
Also,
travel
you
in a
can
group.
walk 10 miles.
You could walk 10 miles in a
Yeah,
day without even really being that tired.
No.
It's 12 miles, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can
No.
do that.
Oh, it's 10.
Well, the campus is 10 miles to the south.
Way the crow flies.
And they're 2 miles east of that. So it's not a 12-mile trek to get where they were, but it might be tough because it's the forest.
I'm not used to being fully on the rails, but I'm also not used to being completely fucking off them. So, I'm open to input here. For one, I don't like Forsha with just a couple of shovels going off to a cold house.
For two, you're not in charge.
Right, yes, of course. Professor Doctor,
Doctor, Professor, please.
Doctor, Professor Doctor. We
Yeah, I'll take that.
we all value your input on the guff artifacts. What are we looking at here? Like, we got a bunch of crazy shit underground. We got our foreman leaving the job site with a couple shovels even. We got these fucking kids. What do you say, gents? I'm loath to admit at a little bit of a loss.
If we don't get the kids back, going underground isn't going to mean nothing.
I feel like we're going underground either way. Like when they kill us, they'll put us underground. That stuff in the ground has been there for a long time. What's like another month? We go find the kids, we come back. I want to find the kids because I know those other guff. Like, if they want to kill you, you're gonna die because there's a lot of them.
Yeah. When I had my stay with them, oh god, I feel like your Mary Poppins is now rubbed off on my voice.
Go for it.
Mine was terrible.
Just go for it.
No, because I'm German. Yeah, when I stayed with those nice pigs, I had a sense of loyalty, and I want to truly help them with their children.
While you are coming to that decision, Aster walks over and he goes, I'm glad we are all on the same page. Is any among you a tracker or a ranger?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
No, what?
Shut up. Shut up, all of you.
All right.
No, I don't. You are archaeologist.
Okay, so give me a bluff.
Yep.
I'm going to roll his intuition.
Holy shit. I've been waiting for this for like 3 episodes.
So I would say that his intuition is based on composure, right?
Yeah.
Not intelligence, because that's awareness.
Yes.
My intuition is intelligence.
Okay, so let's give him an intelligence score of 1, but he is a ranger.
Yeah.
So he gets a +6.
Give you a pop quiz.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do it.
Well, but before, like, so what do I get? I get my +3 and 5 for, because it's my talent.
No.
What?
Talent means you reroll.
Because it's my profession. Like, perform is my profession.
You're not performing. You are trying to just lie to him and tell him that you're a ranger.
I think you can make the argument that I'm doing both.
No, performing in the sense of you're an actor. Is you're like, here's the story of how I was a ranger.
But I used to afford a lie, I thought.
I had to first have someone write me a script, of course.
I have deception because Kelton is a liar.
Yeah, you're doing it to deceive, not to perform. You see what I'm saying?
But
Like,
by performing, I'm deceiving.
no.
Yes!
No.
By performing, you're representing. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
here's how I imagine a ranger acts, and then you.
And then I perform it, and then I just, like, you know what I mean?
Guys,
Do you equate actors to liars?
That's what Von Vanderven does. So, like,
Benefit
fuck off.
lies.
I got like a minute
I don't
and a
think
half.
I don't think you standing in front of him saying, "Yes, I am also a ranger," is a performance. I don't think it counts.
Fine.
Roll it though, because
Fine.
it could happen.
All right.
So 9 plus your composure to lie.
It'd be 11. Oh, wait, 12, sorry.
He passes. He gets a 16. Well, I'm happy that even the newest members are interested in becoming rangers. If you would like some help, I am very interested in solving this issue,
Who is
as you
this?
can imagine.
Who am I talking to? Aston?
Aster.
Aster. Von's upset.
What, that he
you.
lied?
Yeah.
Von's upset.
When are you not upset today? You're upset at a lady.
Von is just upset all the time.
Vaughn is so much the naval laser guy from
I was just about to say,
absolutely.
Why is no one paying attention to me?
always my tummy hurts.
Have to.
I would very much like to accompany you all on this journey. Perhaps my skills as a ranger could help us.
Yes,
Find these
that
folks.
sounds very good.
Yeah, sure.
Let's find
Good
those
to have
Howards.
another ranger. Thank you.
Another?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aster kind of looks sidelong at Vaughn, and he goes, yes, 2 rangers is better. You're right. And the peacemaker, he's
I
trying
really
to.
like
I
his
feel a lot better that they're
diplomatic
just like.
approach,
I feel a lot better that
Because
we're
Captain
just
America
like,
would be like, yes, also a soldier.
Yeah.
After all, Kaidway is injured. I hope you don't mind that she stays in the camp until we return, and then I can bring her back.
That is very good. Crack's intern in charge. She helps out the Crack's intern.
Great. Then we should set off.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's make our way, find some fucking kids, huh?
Before we go, I'd like to give just general directions to the shovels to make sure they know what they have to do and in what order.
Okay. You don't have to roll. You guys get all geared up. You don't know how long you'll be gone, essentially, because unlike the compound to the south, you don't know where these guys are.
This could be a wild goose chase.
Wait, before we go, can I change?
Liam, +2 momentum.
Yeah.
Before we go, can I change out of my costume into something more practical?
No.
No.
It's not up to me. You decide.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, like, I don't know, it's around. It's good. What am I doing? Just stealing someone's clothes?
Stealing shovel clothes.
Do you want?
Oh,
do
you could steal some the clothes that they probably took off the corpses that they were going to burn.
Do you want some of my robes?
I want pig clothes.
There could be some dead bat diggers you can look around.
Are there other bats? Other ashwin?
Yes, there are, but they're
I
not
mean,
dead.
Okay, well, like, don't say it like that. Like, yes, they're
Their clothes
like-
wouldn't be substantially different from anybody else's, unless there's Tiktani. Which,
Well, body wise. Like what am I gonna do? Wear like a Guff's clothes? Like if I wore Kelton's like clothes, like it would, like I'd be like draped in it. Like
You should dress exactly as the smoke dancer
The
because you're so good
difference
at
yeah, like
dancing.
I just like start like piecing stuff together and making like a whole.
Kelton would be
Asking
happy.
Kelton to put handprints.
Yeah,
Kelton would be happy to loan you any clothes.
I
he'd
kind
say,
of want to.
The difference is I make this look good.
Sunglasses. Yeah, you can change it to something practical. I'll let you decide what it is. So imagine that it's something that it's a set of clothes that you would find in the closet of the barracks of the dig site. Somebody will loan them to you.
Okay, just
So
like
we can work on that later. You don't have to do it. We can do that.
Okay, yeah. So I just changed it so I'm not in a ragged costume anymore.
All right, so there's no combat this week. Sorry to the listeners who wanted more of a mechanics-based thing, but I feel like this is the kind of thing where we really can get into who our characters are, and I feel good about it.
I liked
Yep.
it. I really enjoyed tonight.
All right.
I got laid.
Yes, you did. All right, and thank you, Big Bad Shadow Man, for our custom character that we had for the first time. We're gonna wrap it. We're gonna wrap it up here.
detective.
So everybody, thank you so much. Had a great time. If you want to join the discussion or create your own characters, you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/rpgfs. You can comment on any post, regardless of whether or not you're a patron. But if you want to create your own custom NPC, that's at our $10 tier. Currently, there's only a couple people at that. We could use some more custom NPCs because I'm still rolling for random characters, and I'd like to see more of what you guys think is cool to come into this game.
Also, you can reach out to us at Twitter at HomebrewHombres.
Or Facebook.com/RPGFS.
Or at Instagram.com at RPG from scratch, all one word.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. And until next time, stay safe, stand watch, and get a full rest.